In today's video, I'm going to show you how to avoid the most common beginner mistakes in Softr so you can build cleaner, more professional and fully functional no-code applications from the very start. Softr is an incredibly powerful platform for turning data from Airtable or Google Sheets into web apps. But when you're new to it, it's very easy to overlook small details that can seriously impact both the appearance and the usability of your final product. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. To begin, go ahead and log into your Softr account and open up one of your applications. As we work through this list together, I want you to keep your own project open in a separate tab so you can compare these tips with what you've already built. This will help you spot any improvements you can make right now before you publish or share your app with anyone else. One of the very first mistakes I see beginners make is adding far too many blocks to a single page. Softr gives you a gorgeous library of layouts and components, and it's tempting to use them all. But when you stack section after section on one page, the result feels cluttered, overwhelming, and difficult for your users to navigate. Instead, take a step back and ask yourself what content is truly necessary for that page. Include only the essentials and arrange them in a logical flow that guides the visitor naturally from one piece of information to the next. Think of each block as having a specific job to do, and if it doesn't have a clear purpose, remove it. Another really common oversight is using unclear or vague page names. I've seen pages titled simply Page 1 or Main, or even left as the default, untitled. This might not seem like a big deal during development, but the moment your users land on your app, they rely on those page names to understand where they are and where to go next. Give each page a clear descriptive name that tells someone exactly what they'll find there. For example, instead of page 3, use pricing or contact us or member dashboard. It makes a world of difference for user experience. Many beginners also forget to preview their application before hitting publish. I understand why. The Soft editor shows you a live preview as you build, so it feels like what you see is exactly what you'll get. But that editor view doesn't always show you how things behave on a real device or how your navigation, forms, images, and buttons actually function in a live environment. Always use the dedicated preview feature before you publish. Click through every page, submit a test form, check that your images load correctly, and make sure your buttons link to the right destinations. This simple step catches so many issues before your app goes public. Another mistake that can really frustrate your users is neglecting to organize your navigation menu properly. If you include too many menu items, or if you place them in an illogical order, visitors will struggle to find what they need. Your navigation should be simple and intuitive. Put the most important pages first, group related pages under drop-downs if necessary, and avoid adding every single page to the main menu. Think about the journey you want your user to take and build your menu to support that path. A technical mistake that I see quite often is not connecting or testing the data source properly before sharing the app. Whether you're using Airtable, Google Sheets, or another integration, you need to verify that the connection is active and that your dynamic content is displaying correctly. A broken integration might show empty lists, missing details, or even error messages to your users. Before you send out that link, go to your data source block, refresh the connection, and confirm that the data you expect to see is actually there. It's a quick check that saves a lot of embarrassment later. Beginners also tend to overlook consistency in design. It's very easy to mix different colors, fonts, spacing, and image styles across your pages, especially when you're experimenting and iterating quickly. But that inconsistency makes an application look unprofessional and disjointed. Instead, decide on a color palette and a font set early on, and stick with it across every page. Use consistent spacing between blocks, and keep your image styles uniform. This creates a polished, cohesive user experience that feels intentional and trustworthy. It's also surprisingly common to forget to test forms after creating them. You might build a beautiful contact form or a sign-up form, but until you actually submit a few sample entries, you won't know if the required fields work correctly, if validation messages appear where they should, or if the submissions are being saved to the correct data source. So take a moment to fill out your forms as a user would. Submit test data, then go check your Airtable or Google Sheet to confirm everything landed where it should. Finally, one of the most painful mistakes is making major changes directly to your primary application without having a backup. Softr has a simple duplication feature, and I strongly encourage you to use it. Before you redesign a critical page, experiment with a new layout, or reconfigure your data source, duplicate your application. This gives you a clean copy you can restore if something goes wrong, and it also gives you a safe sandbox to test in without any risk to your live app. By avoiding these common beginner mistakes, you'll create applications that are cleaner, more reliable, and far more professional. You'll save yourself time and frustration as your projects grow, and your users will have a much better experience navigating your app. For your next steps, I recommend going through your own project and applying these tips one by one. And if you found this helpful, consider saving this video so you can come back to these steps whenever you start a new build. Thanks for watching and happy building.